tonight's story is here to bring you warmth and a peaceful night. Tansy and Gazania, The Adventure of the Enchanted Shells. His story is about a girl named Tansy and her ferret, Gazania, who discover a magical shell that brings joy and union to their coastal village. In a small coastal village, where the waves whispered secrets to the shore, lived a young girl named Tansy and her faithful ferret, Gazania. They were inseparable, bound by a friendship as deep as the ocean itself. Every evening, Tansy and Gazania would explore the beach, collecting shells and treasures washed ashore. One balmy summer night, as the sky blushed with hues of orange and pink, Tansy spotted an unusually radiant shell embedded in the sand. It gleamed with an ethereal light that seemed to dance across its surface. "Look, Gazania," she exclaimed, "this one is unlike any we've ever found before." Gazania, curious and playful, sniffed at the shell and let out a delighted squeak. As Tansy picked up the shell, a gentle warmth spread through her fingers, and suddenly, they were enveloped in a soft, shimmering glow. The world around them dissolved, and they found themselves standing on a magical shoreline unlike any other. The sand was speckled with tiny, twinkling lights, and the sea sparkled with an otherworldly radiance. "Where are we?" Tansy wondered aloud. The melodious voice answered, "You are in the land of enchanting shells," and from the waves emerged a majestic sea turtle. "I am Tethys, guardian of this realm. Behold the shell of wishes, which grants one heartfelt desire." Tansy and Gazania exchanged excited glances. "What will you wish for?" Tethys asked. Tansy thought for a moment, then smiled warmly. "I'd wish for everyone in our village to feel the same happiness and wonder that we do right now." The shell in Tansy's hand glowed brighter, and a wave of warmth and joy spread through the air, reaching far beyond the magical shore. The next morning, Tansy and Gazania awoke on their familiar beach, clutching the now ordinary shell. As they walked back to the village, they noticed something different. Villagers greeted each other with smiles, and a sense of serenity and camaraderie filled the air. Tansy and Gazania realized that the magic of the Shell of Wishes had touched everyone, bringing their small coastal village a newfound sense of joy and unity. From that day on, Tansy and Gazania continued their beach adventures, cherishing the memory of their magical night and the lesson it taught them. They understood that true happiness comes from sharing it with others, and every shell they collected reminded them of the magic that kindness and love can bring. Let's embrace the next chapter of our journey. The Tale of Tulip and Orchid, a friendship written in pages. This story is about Tulip, a human, and Orchid, a toad, whose friendship blossoms through their adventures in magical books. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a human named Tulip and a toad named Orchid. Tulip had a heart as warm as the summer sun, while Orchid had a soul that shimmered like the morning dew. They were the best of friends, inseparable and united by their love for stories. One sunny afternoon, Tulip and Orchid decided to visit the magical library at the edge of the village. This library was no ordinary place. It was said to hold books that could whisk readers away to fantastical realms. With eager hearts, they stepped through the grand wooden doors, feeling the enchantment in the air. Shelves upon shelves stretched high, filled with books of all shapes and sizes, each with its own tale waiting to be discovered. Tulip gently picked a book with a golden spine. "I Haddled My Frighten, The Chronicles of Whispering Winds." Off it, perched on Tulip's shoulder, peered curiously. As Tulip read aloud, the air around them filled with the sounds of swaying trees and gentle breezes. They found themselves standing in an otherworldly forest, surrounded by the most magnificent, towering trees. Toadstools glowed like lanterns, and fireflies danced to an unspoken melody. Orchid he might Tulip, explained. This united beautiful troubled voice it croaked in agreement, his eyes wide with wonder. They wandered through the forest, meeting talking animals and discovering hidden secrets. Each page turned, brought a new adventure, and each adventure deepened their bond. As the sun began to set in the real world, Tulip closed the book, and the magical forest faded away, returning them to the library. "Let's come back tomorrow, Makeful," said with a smile, her heart full of joy. If it nodded, a contented croak escaping his lips. Hand in hand, or rather hand and pole, they left the library, the promise of more stories to come filling their dreams. That night, beneath the star-speckled sky, Tulip and Orchid slept soundly, dreaming of the countless tales yet to be told. A new tale awaits, calm and comforting. Gainful and Not, A Tale of Care. This story is about a young woman named Akalitha and a gnome named Muck, who form a deep bond for acts of care and kindness. In a serene village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a gentle young woman named Akalitha. She was known throughout the village for her kind heart and her deep love for the natural world. One sunny afternoon, while tending to her vibrant garden, Akalitha noticed a tiny figure stumbling among the flowers. It was Muck, a gnome from the nearby enchanted forest. Muck was clutching his knee, a wince of pain etched on his face. Akalitha's heart swelled with compassion. She hurried over, her skirts brushing the blossoms, and knelt beside him. "Are you all right?" she asked softly. Muck looked up, tears glistening in his eyes. "I tripped on a root," he said, his voice shaking. Without hesitation, Akalitha scooped him up and carried him to her cottage. There, she carefully tended to his injury, using a poultice she had prepared with herbs from her garden. The gnome watched her with wide eyes, astonished by her tenderness. As days passed, Akalitha and Muck grew fond of each other's company. They shared stories of their homes, laughed at each other's jokes, and marveled at the beauty surrounding them. Akalitha taught Muck how to care for the garden, and in return, Muck showed her the secrets of the forest. One morning, Akalitha found her garden in full bloom, more vibrant than ever before. She suspected Muck had a hand in it. "Did you do this?" she asked. Muck nodded shyly, a small smile spreading across his face. "I wanted to thank you for your kindness," he said. Touched by his gesture, Akalitha hugged him warmly. "You are always welcome here, Muck," she whispered. The seasons turned, and their friendship blossomed. Through their acts of care for each other, they discovered a profound bond that weathered all seasons. Even the villagers noticed the magical harmony between the garden and the forest, often visiting to witness the wonders. Akalitha and Muck's tale of care spread far and wide, reminding everyone that kindness, no matter how small, can nurture the deepest connections. Here's another gentle story for you. Anemone and Euphorbia, A Tale of Gentle Guidance. This story is about Anemone, a gentle girl, and Euphorbia, a wise crow, who together face uncertainties with the power of friendship and guidance. In a village surrounded by luminescent meadows and tranquil streams, there lived a gentle girl named Anemone. Anemone loved exploring the vibrant fields and spending time by the whispering waters. One day, while wandering near the edge of the forest, she met a curious crow named Euphorbia. Euphorbia had thick, iridescent feathers and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. Anemone felt an instant connection with Euphorbia and invited her to join her on her daily excursions. As the days turned into weeks, Anemone and Euphorbia developed a deep bond. He shared their heartfelt stories, and Euphorbia often guided Anemone with her vast knowledge of the world. One warm afternoon, a thick fog rolled into the village, obscuring the familiar paths and causing a wave of worry among the villagers. Anemone, concerned for her family and friends, found herself feeling lost and fearful. Sensing her distress, Euphorbia perched gently on her shoulder and whispered soothing words of comfort. Together, they decided to find a way to navigate through the fog. With Euphorbia's guidance, Anemone learned to listen to the sounds of the forest, feel the direction of the wind, and use her instincts to find her way. Step by step, they made their way through the dense mist. Along the journey, Anemone discovered hidden places and encountered wonderful creatures she had never seen before. Euphorbia's presence brought her the confidence to face uncertainties. Gradually, the fog began to lift, revealing the stunning beauty of the village once more. The fields were still vibrant, and the streams still sang their soothing melodies. Anemone's heart swelled with gratitude for Euphorbia's unwavering support and wise guidance. From that day on, Anemone and Euphorbia continued to explore the world together, their friendship shining as brightly as the morning sun. Their adventures became stories whispered by the villagers, tales that reminded everyone of the power of friendship and the beauty of gentle guidance. Thank you for listening. Rest well and dream sweetly.